The climate is ideal for both the flora and fauna of the region, for both native and introduced species.
In 1998, the park was opened to the public for the first time, when it became a space of recreation and environmental education, as well as becoming a popular tourist attraction.
The botanical garden name for Ronaldo Espinosa was created to promote the research and environmental conservation.
Facilities at the Botanical Park are provided the use of ecological foundation, ecology clubs, schools, college, and other groups of persons who love the natural world in Loja.
As the weather in Loja is extremely variable, it's not possible to recommend specific seasons to visit. However, when you do visit, you can be sure of spectacular landscapes, incredible plants, and wonderful animals, which are all part of Loja's natural heritage.
Hipiro Recreational Park was designed in 1960 on a development plan for Loja. It was designed by architect Jacques Sobral with the help of architect Odrizola.
Hipiro Recreational Park is one of the main attractions of the city. Consisting in more than 10 hectares, it is also known as a Park Universal Culture.
If one wishes to use boating lakes, boats are available at the following times: Monday to Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
There are large expanses of tracks where people can practice their skating or cycling skills.
Here can also be found a steel locomotive, Puerta del Sol, the Inca ruins of Ollantaytambo, the bathroom of the Ñusta, a small replica of the Eiffel Towers, and others.
The city gate is located in the northwestern section of the city. If someday you decided to visit Loja and want to know its culture, this is considered the most important museum.
It is a copy of the coat of arms of Loja shield, a native symbol, which was shown by Philip II, a king of Spain in 1571 in Loja city.
The entrance of the city of Loja has caused a great cultural and social impact upon Loja's society for many reasons.
The city gate is not only one of the greatest tourist attractions of the city, but also a historical, cultural, multi-purpose monument,
where there are ceramics and tourism promotions such as books, videos, guides, which also allows Loja to promote their handicrafts.
And this is the gate of the city of Loja.
San Francisco Church is located in the downtown of Loja City. It's located on Bolivar and Colón Street next to the military hospital.
The corner of the square is La Casa de la Cultura. Littering the colonial town are the museums that collect.
The church was built by the Franciscan friars who came to Loja with a mission to evangelize and help the people.
Also called the Plaza of the Foundation, for here is a monument to the founder of Loja, Captain Alonso de Mercadillo.
The church is run by the Franciscans and maintains worship of the Divine Child, and citizens come to ask for favors and give thanks for the miracles achieved.
The Franciscan Recoleta is the name as it is also known to our city. It is the profound Catholic devotion in colonial temples.
San Sebastian Square is an icon of the history and identity of Loja. It includes many things that are significant to Lojanos and hosts many different events including social, political, and educational.
Curved wooden balconies and low eaves, which has given it a traditional and mystical vestiaire. In the center of the square, there is a fountain and a mystical tower that represent a lot of historical events of Loja.
Designed to pay tribute to the independence of the city and its area of influence, a fact which occurred on November 18, 1820.
Each year, various art forms are organized with lights and fireworks, creating a festive and cultural atmosphere to begin the celebration of the independence.
In 1577, the Vicar Juan Morales built the church in honor of the Blessed Immaculate Virgin of Lourdes.
The name of the park and church is named for Santo Domingo de Guzman, who was the man who created this park.
The Church of Loja are historical landmarks of the city. According to historians, the convent of Santo Domingo and the church were founded in 1548.
Santo Domingo Church was the first church in Loja City. It's considered a true work art for the Gothic architecture and the Roman structure.
It's one of the most visited places by young people, especially on Fridays, because it has a lot of outlets and is located in a strategic place in the center of the city.
Outside of the church, you can find bracelets, images of Virgin, candles, or anything that you can buy. I recommend.
When someone talks about Loja, one must take into account its long history, its traditions and its customs, as well as its architectural heritage.
Loja has many cultural places, and one of these is the University Theater Simón Bolívar. There, you can find many types of presentation.
The Bolivar Theater was built in the late 19th century and completed in the early 20th. It is located adjacent to the University House.
The property was acquired in 1913 and reconstruction began in order to house the Faculty of Law of the University and construction of the theater.
The Bolivar University Theater has a capacity of 500 people and 3 upper floors. It is home to many activities, such as folk dances, musical festivals, and traditional and modern dance.
The House of Ecuadorian Culture in center of Loja is responsible for sustaining the identity and spirit of Ecuadorian nation.
Was founded in December 1946 due to the common efforts of Dr. Benjamin Carrión and Licenciado Alejandro Carrión, who was the president of the House of the Culture.
Art Gallery. The Art Gallery, although it doesn't have a showroom, but House of the Culture holds more than 100 of paintings of Paris artists.
Pablo Palacio Auditorium. It has a capacity of 100 people and exists for the performance of literary exhibitions, forums, discussions, concerts, among others.
Workshops from practical theoretical teaching. Dance. Dance is under the direction of Auro Campo Jaramillo. It was to perform the eliciting of bird expression, cultural expression, modern and folk dances.
The San Juan del Valle Church, also known as the Colonial Church, is one of the principal churches in the city of Loja.
In the past, this park had a big economic, religious, and social influence into the city.
We can find the monument of Salvador Bustamante Celi. The reason for the construction of the monument is unknown, claimed by the expert architect.
This is the case of the traditional plaza and church of El Valle, where the identity of Loja is conserved until now. The church dates from the 17th century, when Alonso Pinza founded the town of San Juan del Valle.
The museum had opened on June 29, 2006, after they had the historical religion for the church. It was the father Oger Picán who had the initiative to this job.
El Valles Parish is one of the oldest parishes in the city of Loja. Tourists from everywhere and residents from the parish go to visit it for its delightful church.
Central Villonaco Eólico. A wind farm is a grouping of wind turbines which convert wind energy into electrical energy.
It was built between the highest point of the hill Villonaco, at a height of 2,720 meters.
It is a flagship project of the Ecuadorian state and has operated normally and continually.
To carry out this work, the SELEC was responsible for administering Villonaco wind farm.
And all the people are encouraged to make a technical stop. Park guides are with them from the entrance to the information area, explaining step by step the characteristics of turbines.
It is the date designated for the existence of the Cathedral in 1838 by Francisco Manuel de Aguirre.
Victor Giguren acquired and installed the organ, and Monsignor José María Macía initiated the construction of the Episcopal house next to the church in front of the property of Mr. J. Bermeo.
The cathedral, as many places in the central part of the city, has evolved through many urban architectural developments.
It is home to the Virgin of the Swan during 2 months stay in the city of Loja.
The current building dates from 1838. Early buildings were lost to earthquakes. The Cathedral is one of the most largest churches in Ecuador. It's also the seat of the Diocese of Loja.
The Madres Conceptas Museum is a perfect place to visit, whether you're a tourist or a simple visitor that wants to learn more about the city.
The Madres Conceptas Monastery is located in the city of Loja. It constitutes the cultural, religious, colonial, and patrimonial identity to all Lojanos.
Another key element of the monastery is the presence of the Conceptas sisters, a population of nuns who devote their lives to the convent and cloister, identically as they lived 700 years ago.
The Madres Conceptas Museum has meant a relevant patrimony for not just the city of Loja, but to all the nation that worships everything that has formed part of fundamental history that served to establish the foundations of its society.
The destiny of this museum is unknown because of the mindset of Lojanos have not contributed to the preserving of this valued cultural and historical building.
Generally, the Central Bank Museum of Ecuador develops art religious expositions, musicals, literary and numismatic presentations, exposed by an activity calendar.
The birth of the National Museum, Central Bank of Ecuador, took place in 1958, when the bank acquired an important collection of pre-Columbian gold artifacts.
The history and the culture of the Museum of the Central Bank of Ecuador here in Loja opened its doors for the first time in November 17, 1995.
This museum is the place where Lojanos' identity converges in a mix between our colonial past, the polemical Nueva Granada, and contemporary culture.
The museum has permitted transformation of society because it promotes the tourism and connects Lojanos with their past.
Music Museum of Loja is the name by which one of the most emblematic places of the southern Ecuador region is known.
The Museo de la Música is part of the most important cultural project which rescues the heritage and the traditional music of our city.
The construction of the Music Museum of Loja dates from the 18th century. In 1805, Mr. Bernardo Valdivieso left his house in order to contribute to the educational growth of the community.
The Music Museum is part of the most important cultural project of the city of Loja and of Ecuador.
The mission of the Music Museum is to spread the music of Loja, by which the museum has an important role in the music of Loja that allows everyone to enjoy.
The park was named in honor of Simon Bolivar, known as the Liberator.
The monument is surrounded by 6 columns, which have the appearance of an unfinished construction or building. Each pillar represents the Bolivarian countries.
Bolivar Park never closes. It is open 24 hours a day for anyone who wishes to visit. Buses or taxis are readily available and can carry one to and from many parts of the city.
You can see the Bolivar Park full from all the visitors from different cities.
So the park is a great factor for locals as well as attracting tourists and the recognition of Simón Bolívar achievements.